Unit 3. Listening Part 3. Exercise 2. 1. Francesca.
I went on one of those journeys overland to Kenya. It was awesome to be able to go off with a group of people my own age. I mean, really, on family holidays, we always used to go to the same campsite and lie on the same beach and things. This was a whole new thing, seeing completely different places and doing lots of things I'd never done before. We did have a driver and a guide to keep an eye on things, so I don't think there was anything particularly risky about it, even though my mum and gran worried from the moment I left to the moment I got back.
2. Mike.
I went on holiday with my family. We stayed in a campsite in a big forest near a lake. My brothers and I made friends with a French boy, Pierre, who was camping there with his parents. I'm doing French at school, so I practiced with Pierre, and I think I've got quite a bit better. We got up at about 9 every morning and went swimming in the lake, even on days when it was cloudy. One day, we went on a trip to the nearest town. It was only half an hour's drive away. We also went for walks in the forest at night, which was cool.
3. Sally.
I went off with a couple of my friends in March. We were out in the open air in these amazing mountain landscapes and doing some awesome climbing. We all complained about what we cooked though, and the weather caused a few problems. We were on our way back down the mountain when we got caught in this really big storm, so that was a bit scary. But I'd done that sort of thing quite a lot with my dad when I was a kid. My dad used to be a climber when he was younger, so I knew what I was doing.
4. Paul.
Well, it wasn't really my idea of a good time at all. The meals were good, if you don't mind sitting around with a lot of middle-aged adults in smart hotels. It was just really dull. And Mum and Dad dragged me round looking at paintings and sculptures, which was just so boring. Still, there was an upside because while we were going round yet another museum, I got to meet this Polish girl called Jolanta. She was about as fed up as I was, so we just dumped our parents and went off for the day together. We had a really great time, and actually, we're still in touch.
5. Katie.
It was my first holiday without my parents, but I enjoyed myself so much I didn't really miss them at all. I went to Italy with my best friend and her parents. My parents aren't really into foreign travel, so it was the first time I'd ever been abroad. We stayed with her aunt in a small town near Rome, and there were plenty of other people our age there, so I made lots of new friends. Luckily, they all spoke English, because my Italian's rubbish. We were allowed to go out to cafes together in the evenings, as long as the grown-ups knew what we were doing.